Praise be the salt, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my little live stream corner here. We're playing Salt and Sanctuary tonight, I should say. I hope you don't mind me starting a little early, but Reki is not quite feeling well right now, so he's unable to join me. So I figured I'd get started a little bit early now, as opposed to later. With that said, let's get the new game started. I am not going to be using my name. That looks better. This game has actually been growing on me, since I've been playing it. This past week or so. We're given some sort of character creation here. It doesn't really matter too much, it's just choose your flavor and go with it. Do I feel like strawberry or blueberry? Maybe cherry. Or stardust. Or maybe hazelnut. Stardust. Actually, now strawberry's good. So yeah, I've been growing to really enjoy this game. Let's see, all of this right here, this is just flavor text. Like, this affects like your character's skin tone. Or it could be a demon, for all I really care. Alright. Here, on the other hand, these classes here, they determine not only your starting equipment, but what your starting perks are. If you really feel like challenging yourself, the popper here starts with nothing. Same for the chef. Now, I really like the mage. I like magic in this game. But that's not what I'm going to be using for this. It's like, I'm going to be going with cleric, actually, because cleric... I'm basically going to be running a sort of like a prayer heavy weapon build, so to speak. And effects is basically if you choose a starting item, always go for the grasping ring. The grasping ring gives you 10% more salt per kill. It's very nice. Challenges over here just basically lets you choose limiters like hardcore mode. I think gives the enemies new game plus stats. Then there's magic only. There's iron pot only, ore only, armorless, no blocking, no healing. We're gonna be doing none of that though. This world has known war for centuries, but peace is finally preciously near. We deliver the princess to the kingdom across the sea, where marriage lions would save us all. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. If you say so, buddy. So anyways, we can move around. We can jump. We can dodge roll, which is very important. Blocking. Swing. The controls themselves, yeah, we also have the menu here as well. We can take a look at our stuff here. Depending on your class, you also start with a particular equipment set as well. Like, clerics start with the crystal mo ring, which is really good. But enough of that, let's just go and see what's going on with this ship. Apparently, our ship has been being raided by pirates. Whoa there, buddy. Hey. Yeah, combat is pretty simple. You know, you hack, you slash, slice and dice, bash, or blow your enemy up at will. Hey, this is different. Like, ow. You're usually farther up to the left there. As like also you can see right up there, that's our princess that we're escorting. How about that? Now what I'm trying to do, what I'm not really doing a very good job at, is parrying. Whoa, hey there. Come on, you want to attack. Yeah, I'm not going to be really running too much in the way of blocking. I mean, blocking will be useful for me, but we're going to be sticking for light armor with this build. Anyway, move over here. Let's see. Switch my weapon here. Yeah, that's kind of... There's not really much difference in swing speed, is there? So meet the unspeakable deep, and he is going to kill you. It's just a matter of time. Oh, I didn't mean to. Yeah, because this guy has a ton of health. Yeah, and I don't like that doing that leap attack. Wait, does that leap attack? Like, because that's really hard to dodge. Yeah, I could have blocked, but then again, you're not supposed to beat the unspeakable deep. Although you can! It'll reward you 10 levels worth of salt, about, and an achievement. So, yeah, we died. And we ended up over here somewhere. The Shivering Shore. Well, hello there, stranger. There's an empty sanctuary up the beach. You can claim it for your creed. So basically, from the start here, we're given these choices of 3 gods. And for this, it's like, yeah, there's the 3, there's Devara, and then there's the metal ones. We're going to be sticking with Devara for my purposes, at least for this first part. Also, yeah, by the way, you'll see a lot of these message balls flying around somewhere. Pick them up. That one just tells you about Pari. But anyway, you too can leave messages once you find a particular item. Open up the box and we get a sanctuary key. Which we'll use to open the door, of course. Because we always need keys for coming in. And we can claim the sanctuary for ourselves. Doing so, we get some actual healing items. And more importantly, we have a place to pray to. Which we'll give in some options there, but I'll cover them later. Right. Man, I hope that noise outside isn't really being picked up by that microphone. Like, I turned it down a little bit. Because I'm sure, as you've noticed, there's not a lot of music to this. Ay, ay, ay. Secret Flatter. Secret Flatter? Tell me more. Anyway, open this up, and we can get into our first actual area, the Festering Banquet. Ay, ay, ay. Hang on. let's try that again. So as you probably notice, you can actually kind of mix and match your light and strong attacks for combos, which is very nice. The dagger doesn't really have too much in the way of combo potential. But like, light and strong, you can sort of kick enemies up into the air, and that's pretty nice. Because enemies who do that too are pretty much helpless. Unless, you know, they just like go straight for super armor, in which case you can't really do much about that. But it usually doesn't happen too often. Alright, head over to the left here, we can find a stone merchant, a bundle of salt, and we can kick the ladder. I'm not sure, I think that's like the only time you do something like that with the ladder. So like, I haven't beaten the game yet, I've just been playing a lot of it. I've been playing a lot of this beginning areas though. Yes, skull bats. The first of many enemies that will poison you, or attempt to poison you. You can see that poison gauge up there. While there's some gauge left, while it's yellow like that, you actually aren't poisoned. But if the gauge fills up, it will start flashing red, and then you'll start taking poison damage. The severity of which depends on the type of enemy that poisoned you. Yeah, I've got no time for arrows. Enemies with range attacks tend to be my worst nightmare in this game, for some reason. And another thing is that you take fall damage in this game, your enemies don't. Kind of discouraging there, but what can you do? Anyway, even though Cleric starts with a knife and, well, a mace, like, I'm gonna be switching from this knife, hopefully very soon. Now, let's read the ball first. Sanctuary ahead. Actually, this isn't a true sanctuary, this is a shrine. It works like a sanctuary, except you can't pray to it. Well, you kind of pray to it, but you can't level up or do anything that you would normally would in a sanctuary. It's just there to serve as a checkpoint. Head down there. The journey ball lets you write messages, which may appear in other people's games. And levers open gates, or operate other mechanical things. Pouch of salt there. If you didn't choose a cleric, that would be a mend scroll. But since cleric starts with mend, it's all good. You just get salt for it. Anyway, climb up this ladder. And we're introduced to the first actual boss of the game, souls-lite. And that's a really poor showing. Wait, I want the mace. Because this guy is resistant to my little knife here. bosses usually don't start hard, but once you get them below half health, usually their attack pattern changes, or it gets faster. Like, now the Sonic Knight is... You didn't see him do that stab attack before, but now the Sonic Knight will start comboing other slashes. And now that he's at 4th health, yeah, now he starts doing like all of this. Ow! I lived. That was interesting. And there we go. First boss defeated. Not even 20 minutes in. Got a fortress key, some ashes that aren't useful to us right now, and a lot of salt. Yeah, salt in this game is basically your experience. You also use it for some other things. Let's open the door here. Well, we can talk to this guy. Greetings, traveler. Do you have a quest? Sure. He's like, he hasn't seen any princesses, but don't lose hope, friend. It's good to have a quest, though. Alright, I'll humor you. This quest is to invade that castle to the east, defeat its guardians, and slay the dragon. Castles must be invaded, dragons must be slain, mustn't they? If you say so, friend. Getting a whole bunch of items over here. And the Black Pearl. I'll go over the Black Pearl in a couple more seconds. But you might also be able to hear that I'm using keyboard and mouse controls. This game does support controllers, but I have the darndest luck of controllers and PC gaming. So I'm just using this gaming mouse I just have lying around. Anyway, this is a sanctuary devoted to Devara. Since I'm already a disciple of Devara, well, I can already talk to this guy. I'll take your blessed weapon. Yeah, sometimes you also see like the memories of like other people coming across. And away it goes. I think I know that guy. I think there are people on your friends list. But anyway, now that we have some salt, you can actually see down here this little meter here. It'll fill up as you collect more salt, and when it lights up, it's full and you can level up. So now we shall ascend the salt. And whenever you level up, you get black pearls, which can be used in this tree of skill here. And the first thing I want to go for is class 2 prayer so I can use that holy weapon. Blessed weapon, I should say. I'll grab this. Yeah, I'll grab the foul sleeve now. The foul sleeve is good because I can get items that will restore my stamina. These right here. When I use my prayers. Technically, there is supposed to be nothing we can do to the left. But we can't fight some enemies here. Grab some more free soul stuff. What did I tell you? Enemies. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa. I didn't equip the bandage ring, did I? That would help me. Before I deal with those guys. climb up here to get some items. Ah, Spirited Mend. The upgrade to Ordinary Mend, but we're not going to be using that right now. I don't like those guys. Like those guys up there, the ones with the axes and the backpacks. They throw axes at you. They also have a really mean 4-hit combo if you let them fight you. So naturally, the best thing we're going to do is we're going to try finding them. Now use... It got caught in a tree. For heck's sake. There. Yeah, that's what I think of you. Whoa there, buddy. Let's have gaze down, so execute them. Like, I'm really not gonna be using attack items too much. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Wolves, if you give them the chance, or beasts like that, they will attempt to maul you, and that's equally not fun. Hey! You didn't even leap at me. Like, shenanigans, I tell you, shenanigans. Yeah, the other guy was about to start smacking me with his 4-hit combo, which wouldn't have not been very fun. Get out of there! Oh, hey, I'm trying to heal here. Yeah, and that's why they're not really fun to fight so early on. Over here we get some flame arrows, which I'm not going to be using. Oh, look at this. Treasure down here. People are trying to trick me because I know for a fact there's nothing down there. It's just death. Well, well, well. Looks like this is the end of the road for you, friend. The obelisk, you say, huh? I don't believe you. So just take a look at my controls here. I hate having to do this, but at the same time, you know, what can I do? Yeah, what do you say about that? Meeting an obelisk. It's adorable. What that is the long jump, which is something you can do. Like, the game doesn't necessarily tell you about it. It's just one of those tricks that people find. If you hit jump and roll, jump then roll, like within a few frames of each other, you'll jump really far, and you can hold down the direction you're going in to go even farther. So you grab the infantry pull axe. Tripwire. Can't fool me. And well, it's dark there, which is why you're given torches. Just hold the button down, your torch button down for a few moments, and you'll use your offhand to hold it, but it'll also light up dark areas. And if you want to cancel it, just switch weapons or like use your block button, your block aim button, because it does more than block. If you have a ranged weapon in your offhand, you can use it to aim. Same thing with wands too. I'm going to need one more level before I can get class 2 prayers. Well, if that's it, we can move on for now. Yeah, take note of these obelisks for later because we will eventually get a way to use those. Go over here with the bow, and we can open another shortcut through the Festwing Banquet to get back down here. Try to fall down. There we go. A bundle cell, soldier spear. Secret door to the right. Oh, thanks for telling me. Yeah, there's a bunch of secrets in this game too. I bet you never would have figured that part out. This one's especially important if you're a mage because you get Lightning Bolt, which is your first class 2 magic. If you don't get Lightning Bolt now, you're going to be waiting a long time. Total insanity monster. Yeah, these messages only allow for 4 words, so they might sound nonsensical, but I know exactly what it means. But we want to go through here anyway. Hi. Oh, hey there, buddy. Alright, see ya. Not really worried about fighting him, even though I could. You know what? Feeling risky. Like, he'll give me the salt I need. I hope. Yeah, unfortunately, it is kind of stronger, so let's use that stain page. Yeah, it'll add an arcane element to our weapon for a few moments. Yeah, well, I kind of need... And it's gone. Oh, okay. Running away now. Now it gets interesting. Alright. Regroup. Rethink of a plan. I hate this part about it too, as I don't know. I see him. It's right there, but I also know he's gonna smack me in the face. Or he could go back. Ow, he was one hit away. Oh well. I got the cell I needed for my next level. Provided I don't lose it, we should be okay. Oh, I don't want to be there. Actually, yeah, because those platforms fall. So, and that would just kill. The fall will kill you, basically, because it leads back down to where we were. And that would pretty much defeat the purpose. Going through all the trouble to kill the monster, to get the salt I need to get my blessed weapon. Well, now we can make a quick stop right here. Ascend my salt and get class 2 prayers. Fantastic. Alright, now that I've gotten class 2 prayers, I will eventually want to make my way to class 4 prayers. Eventually. 1, 2, 5. That's 10 black pearls, though. There's a class 2 and beyond nodes. They cost multiple black pearls. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bounce my way this way. Through sword fighter, shields, to heavy mace fighter. And that will be my base of operations for the next 3 levels. I can't ascend more salt. Oh, let's see. Let's make an offering here. Yeah, you've seen these stone figures I've been collecting so far. You can put up to 4 of them in each sanctuary, and they'll add a different benefit. Like, I don't really need a cleric over here, but I can add in a blacksmith. And these guys will do different things for me. Like, the guide here will take you to another sanctuary that you've prayed at. The blacksmith will sell you weapons, so he can also forge weapons for you. Well, I say forge, but I really mean upgrade. And then we can get things like merchants, mages, leaders, which will basically opens up item turn-in quests, which will improve your devotion to a particular faction, which also improves the amount of items you can buy from them. Alright, before I do that, though, right tunnel down. Thank you. Not all the balls are trying to trap you. Open this chest, and we get the Kismet Stone. Improves your drop rate, which is very swell. Oh, before I forget, let's put Blessed Weapon there. I said Blessed Weapon there, and then there. I like to build my prayers backwards, essentially, because I usually default to the Water of Blessing, or the Cloth of Blessing, or similar items. So I can just flick to the left there, my item select, and then use my Blessed Weapon. Let's see, open the door. Jump over this tripwire for now. Well, that's one way to go about it, but let's demonstrate a Blessed Weapon. And maybe get off this one-handed. Oh, hey there, buddy. Yeah, bronze knights aren't really something to screw around with. But you'll notice that when I used my prayer there, I lost a little bit of my maximum stamina. That is spell fatigue. And there's also like a little smaller bar beneath my stamina meter. That's my focus. You need focus to cast spells. Without any focus, well, you're no good. It's like you can't use your magic. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, because he's using a sword, his swing speed is slightly faster than mine. Jerk. I'm also trying to use strong attacks too, which doesn't help my case. And execute it. Yeah, sometimes when you stagger specific enemies, you'll get that prompt for your use command. And pressing it will let you instantly kill them without having to deal with the rest of their health. It can be useful in some situations. Hey. Like, that's one thing that annoys me about archers in this game. They have a better range of aim than I do. Because I think aiming works better with a controller, I'm pretty sure. I can't really say for sure. And like when I'm using this keyboard and mouse configuration, I can only aim in like 6.5 directions. not really worried about my torch supply because you'll get plenty of torches. This is kind of creepy. Will it join them? Nah. That would be the day it needs, and I will consume it. I just found a potato, by the way. Like, you could chuck that for, like, some really minor blunt damage. Also, here's another area which, skipping, long jumping would save you some time, a little bit of time. I'll take these blacksmithing clothes. Now, this isn't of my creed, but I can pray here. I'll get their variants of the healing items, but I can't make an offering here. I can instead take an oath, which will change my creed over to theirs. Not that there's really any too many means of doing that, unless you've like leveled up unless you've devoted yourself to like multiple creeds with multiple leaders. But I can still level up here, and that's all that matters. And at least this guy is benevolent enough to do some stuff for me. I'll buy this sword, even though I can't use it yet. But I want to keep my gold low for now, because when I die, not if, when I die, I'll lose 10% of that, along with all my salt. Alright, trip skill. Class 1 whips. Not that I really particularly plan on using whips with this build, but it does give me willpower, and willpower is the best stat in the entire game because it improves your stamina, which improves your focus, and it also improves your drop rate. It's just a whole package of fun. Also, by the way, you've probably noticed this, but when you pray at a sanctuary, everything respawns, with some exception. It's freaking Blade Ray, my knife is faster than you. Watch out for trips. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make that. I love this though, because that guy just like stupidly walks into the trap for me, which I enjoy. Ow. Get knifed. Even though I won't be using this knife for very much longer. Pest mud will be useful later. Now let's actually try a more defensive strategy with this guy. Parry him. Stab. And hopefully repeat. Yeah. Ow. Should be about one more time before I get him into kill zone. Maybe one more. I don't know. At least this is a lot safer means of dealing with him. Ow. Well, there we go. We got the Faithful Ring there, though. I did not mean to do that, but I'm going back to the Sanctuary anyway. Faithful Ring increases your defense to arcane damage. It's got some use, I guess. Later. Alright. Well, there's no bottles here, but I'll just tell you. Secret wall. You get the Wrapped Link, which increases the It speeds up the... I should say speed up. It speeds up the cooldown between the start and the end of your rolling. Which has its uses because you're invincible during your roll, but not at the start or end of it. But yes, learning the party can make you a lot better at using shields. Well, not a lot better at using shields, but it's pretty important if you want to be good at using shields. Not necessary, but important. Ascend the Wise Salt again, and we can get class with Sword Fighter. I don't know why Sword Fighter gives you strength when one-handed swords are more based off of dexterity, but what do I care? Strength is strength, and it's going to be better for the two-handed weapons that we'll be using later. I can finally ditch this knife and get a real weapon. Well, I say a real weapon, but I mean a real sword. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that cleric sorts of class 1 light armor, which is pretty useful because we'll be getting some class 1 light armor pretty soon. Whoa there! We got rock in our place now. Head over there, if we get another stone guide, we're going to be seeing a lot of stone guides. Blessed Pages. We're applying holy damage, there's a reason to give these to us. Try rolling, I think? Try shield, friends. Before I go in, let's get the red shards out. So quasi heals some of my wounds without using my red flasks. Or equivalent. Get Blessed Weapon ready, go in, and cast it during the Queen of Smiles introduction. Pre-buffed and ready to go. Yeah, the Queen of Smiles has a weakness to holy damage, so we'll be doing quite a bit more damage with our sword, as long as Blessed Weapon remains in effect. Ooh. Ow! That was something wrong. She's almost half health. Yeah. Yeah, I could have gotten a greatsword before this fight too, but we'll be fine. Yeah, I just barely got her and a half health while she was doing that, so now she's doing this. I'd rather get hit by the sword than that though, because that's her most damaging attack right there. Or you know, you can just block it. Save my, and down. Alright. That's 2 bosses down. Once again, it only took about, like, 20 minutes. Men is basically the same thing as using a healing item. Alright, let's go down. Open the box. But you get some chef stuff. And apparently, like, the iron pot is, like, the best class 0 weapon in the entire game. I'm not sure if there's a joke in that or not. I don't know, that's only what I've heard, though. Anyway, we fall down here. Ooh, that's close. We get the blood flower charm. Which I think is just a... yeah, it's a straight attack increase. It's, you know, it's gonna be useful for our little sword here. Make it slightly stronger. And there's nothing else to the right that we can do for right now there, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Head up here, get a black pearl, open this. Light the torch because we're gonna be going through some darkness here. I don't know about you, but darkness scares me. Also, we missed this too. Unless you happen to know exactly where it's at. Open this up, and we can open an alternate entrance into the next area that we're going to. Yeah. SWAT. Well met. Anyway, this is Fern, and he's looking for a bag of earth, which we haven't found yet. Anyway, we head down here. We get the haymaker. I actually kind of like creepers in this game. We get a bundle of salt, and we come face to face with a bloated monstrosity. Down this. Yeah, the cloth restores. Whoa! Don't want to be close to that. That will poison you. Quite rapidly, I might add. Hateful jawbone. No, it wasn't what I was hoping it would be, which is unfortunate. Blood monstrosities can occasionally drop amber idols, which are good for transmutation. Anyway, welcome to the Watching Woods. I don't want to be in here from this angle. I want to go back to Sanctuary using my Bill of Return. And we will ascend by salt. You get class 1 shields. Renewed will. Class 1 mace fighter. That's great. That's all I really need for now from that. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 10, or 9. I haven't found a class 3 prayer yet, so I'm not sure if I want class 3 prayers yet. But I definitely want class 4 prayers. Eventually. We haven't quite gotten that far yet. Alright, so are we all good? Right then. Let's show off. First things first, getting the class 1 greatswords over here. And I can equip that because class 1 swordfire also covers greatswords. And that's trying to swing a greatsword with one hand for the logical result. Let's change that. Slightly better. Oh yeah, I also got the Pale Charm too, which increases attack range slightly. I can't really tell though. Anyway, don't think you can get cheeky with some of these enemies and attack them from below. Because enemies like this one especially will drop down to attack you. So don't give them that chance. Oh, got a conduit in mind, and more probably we got some. Well, I didn't want to use blessed weapon there, hex. But we got some Kraken equipment. which is class 3 heavy armor. Yeah, see? Quite interesting there. Wasn't expecting to get any so soon. Anyway, let's show off the first of a few grinding spots that are pretty good in this game. Got Great Pearl here. That's not what we're really here for. Definitely want Blessed Weapon for this. Grab that root. Grab that really quickly. And we beat the Saltless, which are kind of powerful to deal with at this point in the game. If they get an attack off on you, they will probably kill you. Well, that biting attack more likely, when they just bite into you about 4 times. That will kill a character that isn't like fully equipped in like heavy armor. The range attack is also annoying too, as they'll throw a vial at you, which can hit you like multiple times. It's got a really wide splash radius, and it makes you weaker. But each one you kill gets you about 400 salt. No, I don't want to take the oath. I want to ascend my salt. There we go. So yeah, if you kill all of them, all 4 of them, you'll get almost 2,000 salt for your trouble. So it is worth it at this early point in the game. Not that I'm really gonna spend time grinding on screen. So we've got things to do. But just showing that to you will let you know that it is in fact an option, and I will be taking advantage of that should the time come once this stream is over. Hey! Yeah, that's what I think of you. Yeah, come on. Thank you. Anyway, welcome to the Watching Woods, which are home to really annoying enemies. Yeah, trying to wait for me to come back. Huh? Beware of surprise archer. Oh yes. Praise the sky. That's a weird way of spelling salt. And we can get some class 1 light armor, crimson stuff, which is good against some elements, not so much against other things. But hey, it's better than what I've got. Combine this with the Haymaker, because I combine this with Reaper, and you can cosplay as Death. Also, that's the Vile Hawk right there. Ninja flipping sons of a... Yeah, and they will swat you out of the air with those freaking arrows. This is like the first ranged enemy that will kind of really annoy you. It's like, also, yeah, God forbid they get on a higher platform than you. Swat that Procell away. Yeah, see, they just swat you, they stagger you. It's just not fun dealing with these guys. Yeah! And the Procells will attempt to poison you. So... cut that out. Although these guys can drop their raptor stuff, which is another subclass of light armor. And we also got some antidotes. Antidotes will be really important here. I don't want that Warhorn though. I'll save the Warhorn. Whoa there, buddy. Yeah, what the Protocells do here is that they kind of camouflage into the background, and then when you pass underneath them, they'll try to jump on your head and basically surprise poison you. Unless you get the drop on them first. Like so. I think we're okay. okay for now. I say for now, but we're gonna be meeting up with more Vilehawks pretty soon. Secret, jump up. Alright, you say so. Whoa, hey. Go the way up here, we get a bundle of salt and a stone mage. I like seeing stone mages. Yeah, see? Like I said, they try to jump. See ya. And there was a bottomless pit below me because that enemy died and gave me salt for his trouble. SWAT. SWAT. Ah. It grabbed me, but I killed it right when it grabbed me, so it counted as killing it. There we go. That's what I think of you. I did not mean to do that. Forgetting my button combinations here. It's fine. I've still got men, though. Let's see. What was I... Oh, yes. The Mossy Charm. Increases your attack speed slightly. Like, not noticeable, but noticeable enough. Yeah. Why don't you fall? Thank you. Yeah, the only bad thing about when they fall into the pit is that you don't get any potential gold or item drops from them. But at least they're out of my hair. Alright, one more blood monstrosity to deal with. Let's get our weapon at the ready. Get rushed. Twice. I'm surprised I didn't get knocked into the bottomless pit. But blessings come in small disguises. Swat that thing. Because I had an element on it, I was able to kill it in one shot. The protoplasms don't have a lot of health. Anyway, this guy here is actually an alchemist, but because we're not of his creed, he won't sell us stuff. A stranger comes to this mossy belly of a tree. No worries, I'll set you straight. Have you ever met a woods wraith? Tell me more. Oh, well. So basically, these guys are sort of environmentalist with a vengeance. Poison is a wondrous thing, don't you know? You want to be a woods wraith? The bask in the poisonous shadows of the... maybe if I was Robin Hood, maybe be interested. Can't go past this door though. Which means we're gonna need to find another key. Wonderful. Wait, I gotta ascend first. Get my pearl. There's gonna be another blooded monstrosity here. I'm gonna try not to deal with him. Thank you. Swat you. Alright, who's ready for a sudden difficulty spike? Crazy ambush ahead. Crazy is right. Let's see, let's get over here. Get blessed weapon going. The Mad Alchemist. The alchemist himself doesn't do much to attack you by himself, but whenever he jumps, he will launch those those particular scythe things at you. Ooh. Yeah, he throws out various vials. Like he'll throw out red vials, which summon fireballs that will sort of launch themselves at you. Don't get hit by those because they not only hurt, they set you on fire, and fire is bad. You'll throw out blue vials, which create those lightning spheres. Whenever he jumps, he'll throw down purple vials, which create those voids that launch scythes at you. He'll throw green vials, which create a poison cloud and a cytoplasm. Yeah, overall, if he gives you if the Malgus decides to give you a bad pattern, it won't end well for you. But out-damaging him really does wonders to help you out. Or so we hope. That's nice. Whoa! Okay, everybody. Keep your illusions to yourself. I'm not interested. Ugh, yeah, see? That could have been bad. But I got another. We got the monster key, we got another black pearl, we got a bunch of sulfur trouble. We're so close. We're so close. But I need one more. Nah, I'm fine. I don't need to get rid of any skills right now. The monster key unlocks this. Nice. And yeah, you didn't see them because I killed them really quickly. But those were wretch feeders. They're basically major upgrades to the feral beast. They're really weak. They have about the same amount of health as the feral beast. But if they maul you, you won't have a fun time with that. Like, here's a rush feeder now. And there it goes. Get some more bells of return. And, more importantly, down here, we get the Warhammer. Or, as I like to refer to it, Old Stumpy. Yeah, look at this thing. This thing is amazing. Great hammers are the single most powerful weapon in the entire game on a per hit basis. But yeah, it's like they're slow, but they're powerful, and that's all that matters. Okay, I was doing about 27 with my greatsword. Close to double with one simple swing of a great hammer. And I know your sanctuary. So it is a sanctuary, but this is an empty sanctuary, just like what we saw at the beginning of the game. Which means we need to get our icon out. We need to select our icon, and we need to claim it for ourselves. And with that, we don't need the icon for now. Oh, look at that. I got just enough salt from those wretch feeders to get me class 4 prayers. That's an offering. Oh, that's right! I forgot. Like, we need the previous before we can actually. We need class 2 before we get class 4. Well, nah, this is fine. Get that. I'll grab that so I can get the file later. Head over here. And we can get a Link of Fire and Sky. Now, if you start with a mage, you'd actually start with one of these. It nullifies elemental imbalance. Elemental imbalance basically being if you use too much fire magic or too much sky magic at once. There's actually a little meter that appears up here, and when it fills up to one side or the other, whenever you cast a spell from that element, you'll start taking quite a bit of damage, actually. But you can also just as easily get rid of it by casting spells of the opposite spectrum. So, really, if you know what you're doing, elemental imbalance should not be an issue. Anyway, just gonna head through my secret wall right here. Grab a stone merchant. We also got a pack of salt there. You know what? I've got. Let's place it. Let's place a guy and let's place a merchant. Merchants sell you a bunch of like random stuff here, like depending on your creed and your devotion. Like we've only got like the most basic of basics here, but with a higher devotion, I'll eventually be able to buy things like poison arrows, fortune items. Fortune items that would be really nice right about now. Not that I really need them, but they're there. And now we're gonna backtrack the way we came. SWAT. That is just so satisfying to do. So yeah, basically this is the build that I'm pretty much going with. On one slot, sword and shield. On the other slot, old Stumpy here. And we're also going to be using prayers as well to help with that. Now we flip this switch here and we can activate this little elevator here. Lift go down, lift go up. We get a crystal moat ring there, which this is the first opportunity you'd have to get it unless you've done some devotion. But since I started as a cleric, I already have one of these, and I'm pretty sure these effects in particular do not stack. Alright. Warning, death this way. Okay. Beware, creature ahead. Kraken awaits. Abandoned hope. No. Actually, for this one, I want to get the pest mod out instead of blessed weapon. The Kraken Cyclops. Used it. Yeah, the secret of this guy is knowing what you can roll through and what you have to block. Yeah, see, I've poisoned this guy now. Poison is going to be doing a lot of my damage here too. Whoop. But yeah, now that we've gotten him below half health, he gets faster with his attacks, but fortunately for us, he suffered from cardiac arrest and we don't have to worry about it. Huge man meets ahead. I've already dealt with him now. Hager's Cavern is a place where we won't be going to for quite some time, but we can pick up some bells and return here. And with that said, SWAT. I love doing that. Like, it's like, and once we get, like, once I start getting my strength up as well for this great hammer, after I get my class 4 prayers, this thing is good to start cleaning house like no tomorrow. Except for that guy, the Heartseeker over there. He is really resistant to crush, so we're gonna have to chop him up if it would get down here. Oh, so yeah, by the way, that's why I want to kill him, because he will make enemies, the enemy he gazes on, invincible. And that's just not something I want to deal with. You let your guard down at the wrong moment, motherfucker. Alright, well, we can beat this guy, or at least the torturer. Just want to spawn him, and there we go. The red hole cages is also something we're not going to be getting to for a little while yet, but we can pick up another stone mage here. I feel like the game's trying to tell me something. Actually, no. Like, I run a mage from my other character. Don't hurt, try right. Okay. And I actually really enjoyed the magic character. Like, I just really like magic in this game. It's not the most effective thing in the world, but I enjoy it. So we've dealt with the Cyclops. The only thing left to go in this area is... the only thing left to do here is up. Right after I transcend myself, that is. One, two, three, four. Just enough to get class 4 prayers, so we are gonna be really super well off. That's an offering. Alright, so now we have class 4 prayers. We are pretty much done with this side for now. So the plan for now is we are going to invest in shields, strength, heavy maces, a couple of swords here and there. We're just going to be focusing more up in the upper right here instead of just the real right. I didn't mention this before, but this is technically considered the starting point if you choose like a chef or a pauper. Well, I do believe I have it in me to fight one more boss. Horse Fang. I'm never going to use those. Anyway, Vilehawk. Yeah. One-shot you. And we got the Raptor Visor. SWAT. Now you can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, like I said. Yeah. I can sequence break a little here. That's a roll. Yeah, I'm trying to do the long jump here. That's still a roll. Alright. Alright, well, before I completely throw my salt away, I'll let the left here. Now, if you've actually been the Cyclops, you can actually effectively skip this upcoming boss. Because we got the green key from him, we can go up these stairs. Open this up. Light the shrine up. Grab that. And over here to our... right there, that's where the next boss is. You can effectively skip him if you've killed the Cyclops. If you don't want to kill the Cyclops, you can fight the next boss. And arguably, I think this boss is slightly easier, but there's nothing stopping me from killing both. The real reason we came to the Sunken Keep is to meet up with this fine fellow right after we steal his clothes. I want to talk to him a few times, and he'll offer us this rich perspective of his. It's very authentic. There is great power in a brand. Yeah, you thought that fire was just for show, didn't you? But now we have gotten the Vertigo brand. Which means we can now do something with these obelisks, and we flip the world upside down. At least until we run across one of these things. Anyway, we go over here and we can open the final way into the Festering Banquet. Because where we're supposed to go next after getting the Vertigo brand is up above us. Past the Bandit's Pass. Silver leaf there. Go over here. We get a silver shield, but there's not really a lot we can do right now. Ow. So let's say we fight that first, that boss, shall we? Create our sanctuary here. Get lesson weapon going. Jump and swat. The false jester. Rolled too soon. Simple strategy to this guy, because a lot of his attacks are technically, half his attacks are technically horizontal. Hey! Try to heal here. But yeah, he's kind of chaotic in how he moves around. Like, he doesn't give you a lot of breathing room sometimes. Swatting you. There we go. Hey! Like, you want to heal before your health gets too low, because otherwise you might not get the chance. Ah, I thought it would roll behind him. And it's over. If only the rest of the bosses would go down that easily. Actually, if you play your cards right, they might. But anyway, we're over here. This is where you're supposed to meet up with the original entrance of the false jester. But we snuck up from behind him. That's fun. It's fun to do, just don't get swatted. Actually, I don't want to go there yet. I want to visit the shrine. Refill my stock. Like, this is another area which you could technically long jump to, but it's not like there's really any sequence really break here. Well, there's a little bit, but not much. So we head over here. We get more chain stuff, which I'm not going to use because I'm not going to be speccing into heavy armor. Amethyst stuff, which guards against holy and not much else. And this guy, the Red Lord. It hurts. But 2 completed this game. Not that there's any real need to find him here. I just want to because he's here. Alright, got so much in there. There's nothing we can really do over here for right now. This is just another way into the Red Hall of Cages. We just can't get in now. Because we don't believe we can't actually flip that switch from over here. Which is rather unfortunate, but what can you do? Out of the way, Bat. I'll take that wing. Get the bronze key, which is completely optional, but it will open a door near to where we're supposed to go. Hey! Like, rush someone else. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I was hoping I would kill him. Oh! I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Yeah. Anyway, we can flip this switch, though. This will bring an elevator down. We've been this way before, though. Oh yeah, by the way, we've got the crystal sphere there, which, when you break it in a sanctuary, it converts that sanctuary's creed to your current one. So you can have some real fun with that. Anyway, yeah, we're over here. Right by where the guy told us that we needed to do something with this obelisk. Go in here, we can get the Outlaw Great Axe, which is equally impressive. Not as powerful as great hammers, but you know, if you need slash instead of bash, it's a substitute. Yeah. Oh. Hey, no chain. Trying to come in that launch. Ow. But yeah. Now I can deal with everything here a lot easier. Yeah, that was painful to watch. Good thing it was mostly centered by that tree there. Thank you, tree. You're always looking out for me. Anyway, I can ascend my salt here. What do I want for my skill? Actually, I know what I want first and foremost. I want the extra file, just in case. And then we can go up here. Get in a position to unlock Class 2 shields. Make some progress towards Class 2 Heavy Mace Fighter. Alright then, I think that will do it for the night's stream of Sultan Sanctuary. Yeah, it's kind of short, but we got quite a bit of progress done in the meantime. Swatted our fair share of bosses for the night. About ready to make our way into the next area, the Castle of Storms, where more fun times are suddenly going to await us. Also, I'm kind of impressed that I haven't died once yet. That will surely change. But for the meantime, well, we can look forward to our next stream. Send your well wishes to Reki. He is not feeling well. doing a lot of work recently against his better judgment. And hopefully he'll be able to join me next time as we go into territory that he hasn't quite particularly gone into yet himself. Yeah, he showed me this game originally, and then I bought it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I think this is more my type of game as opposed to his now. But I will see you another time, another stream. Until then, take care now. Blessings upon you, and praise be the salt.